Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm bringing you once again how to go from 0 to 500k in FC25. So if you're new around here and you want to buy one of your favorite team of the years, or a bit more realistically honorable mentions, you are in the right place, and all you've got to do to say thank you is of course drop a like down below and subscribe. And as usual guys, if you do want to get yourself some coins in a little bit of a quicker way, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby! Do you want to be able to buy players like this or this and not be stuck with a team like this? Oh! Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or which weekend league boost you'd like, make sure to pop in pro recall at checkout, and enjoy your new team. Now we will start off with one basic that I think all of you should do if you haven't done it already. If you go over to the icon SBCs, and these can be aided with your daily bronze and silvers, but basically you can complete all of these for free with the daily bronze and silver challenge, and you get these 2 packs. Now in a video the other day we actually opened 2 of these, and the result that we got back was 5k. Now if you look at how many icons we've actually got at the minute, that's 10 times 5, 50,000 coins. Now obviously that pack was a good one, so let's say more conservatively, if you get some bad packs in there, you're probably walking away with 30k if you do every born legend and rising star. So it's absolutely worth getting your hands on it, getting it done. And just a bit of a game tip guys, for those of you who maybe can't afford the icons, get every single loan done because it's a free card that you can use in champ. Now the other thing while you're there, get marquee matchups done. It's absolutely going to make you profit every time, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for trading. Now be sure to listen out for playstyle pluses. If I stick this on, you're going to need it for the filter, and you are going to for this one. So for the first one, we're going to be going for Germans in the women's German league who are gold rare with playstyles plus, and if we set this up as 5,000 coins and go for Wolfsburg, we should have their keeper and their centre back. So very, very easy. They actually look really similar as well. You've got Froms and Hendrick. Very, very similar in pricing, of course. And fodder market is a little bit weird right now. Obviously, we all need so much fodder, but we're all opening so many packs that there has been some hikes, but there's also been some drops in that as well. Now, if we look at 3,800, we scroll along here, and you can see there's more than enough. So we probably want to sell at 3.7 to really give us a chance of selling a little bit quicker. And as you can see, seems a bit more realistic. Now EA tax on this, obviously EA tax is 5%. I work it out with 10 and then I half it. So 10% of this is 370, near enough the EA tax is about 200 coins if you round around. So we're probably going to want to go to 3.4 in order to make enough profit. So you're looking at a sort of 130, 140 coins per card. If you want to make a little bit more, you can lower that down to 3.3. Now obviously this is a low sort of aim per snipe. We're just trying to build our coins up so we can go on to the bigger ones, but these cards can be listed as low as sort of 1,000-2,000 coins, so you could walk away with a much bigger profit. Now obviously bear in mind as well, you can use this as a bidding filter. If we put the max price to even 3.3 or 3.2 and just bid it on a load of these, which we'll do in a moment, you've also got a good chance at picking them up. We've also got this one here, which we've managed to pick up. That's very decent. How much were we were selling at 3.7. EA tax was, let's have a look, 3.7. EA tax was 200. So we're making about what, four something in there. That's not bad. I've just listed it for 3.5 instead of 3.7. I'm actually done. But at least we know it's going to instantly sell. We still make profit, but I should have sold at 3.7. We're making less profit because apparently I'm just a bit slow. But what we can do as well, if we weren't or we struggled to pick them up there, we can go free here and then just bid on as many of these as you want. So if we go along here, if I pop this to 3.1, you don't really want to leave them on 2s because the chances are you're not going to win them at 2. But if you just pop this up to 3.1, apparently I'm having a struggle with the manual fix there. But yeah, just pop these all up, 3.1 or 3. You saw that we won one on a snipe at 3.1, so it's definitely possible to get one on a bid that way. Sniping is arguably a little bit harder with some of these values because it's so close to the amount the cards are actually worth. I would hope that if we check back in a couple minutes, we do walk away with some. And some of you may notice, a lot of the times I say we're going to check back, I don't, because I literally just forget that I've said that. But hopefully I'll remember this episode to see if we can get one more. I'll give it an attempt at another snipe just so we can make up for the fact that the first one I didn't even make the profit that I wanted to. Okay, so accepting the L and moving on, we're going to move up a little bit quickly because I want to get onto the honorable mentions here so that we can be making some good profit. There's a lot of filters in there that we could really make an absolute ton of. So we're going to go for Italy. We're going to go for the Serie A. We're going to be going for Lombardia FC, and we are once again looking at our Playstyles Plus. We've got Barella and Bastoni. It's a nice filter for 87s. It really easily moves you up there. If you start with a filter on 85s, the next step is always going to be an 86 or an 87 filter, and being that these guys are a little bit more expensive than usual, you've actually got more room for profit in these cards as well. So if we have a look at 9, 3 there. There's not many at 9.3, so there's definitely, I mean, I'd say we can sell at 9.5. EA tax on that is about 500 coins, so we go down to sort of 8.8 or a little bit lower. Obviously, we've got one straight away. Oh my god, we got that. That was ridiculous. Right, we got one for 8.7 straight away. We're going to list that up for, I guess, a 9.5. Yeah, that was, I mean, that was incredibly quick. We've walked away with about 350 coin profit off that one. So that is very decent. The minimum we're looking for is about 260 or something like that. So we've done very well there. First 2 snipes. I mean, literally pretty much the first snipes I've actually seen on both filters. We've walked away with a banger. And, oh, did we get that one as well? Oh, wow. Either I'm doing really well or I'm being really stupid and the market's messed up. But either way, I'll take it. We'll pretend let's just make sure. Yeah, there's not really any of them at all. Okay, well that I mean, that's a win. Now, there is a Norway filter that we can do in the Prem now with Odegaard and of course Haaland. But what I do want to check is, can we also include Scholzer? So if we go Prem, minimum 10k and Norway, who have we got? Is there anyone else that's going to ruin the filter in between that kind of bracket? So Scholzer is the cheapest one. I suppose he's the one who ruins that one in this bracket, isn't he? Is it he 12.5? I mean, in theory, that should be a bit more expensive, but yeah, I don't think he's even worth having him in. Right, we'll get him removed. We'll go for a little gold rare angle. You've got Odegaard here, and you'll also have Haaland. The problem with doing this right now is Haaland will be like 70k because he's the only, there's like 3 or 4 91s in the game. Him and Rodri are, is Haaland 90? Check, he absolutely is. So Haaland's 91. He's basically just going to be price locked right now. So this is a good filter, but give it a couple days because the Icon SBC, it's just not worth it. Now from here, you can go for one of the classics like the Premier League, Manchester City and Portugal filter. So for those of you who don't know what that is, we're going to be looking at, of course, the Ruben Diaz and the Bernardo Silva's cards, and then you just put the minimum at 10,250 to get rid of Mateus Nunes. Now, the reason I'm swiftly moving on is because I want to touch on these honorable mentions. So we're going to go bit by bit. There's some ridiculous options here. So first of all, on the lower end, we have our 2 bottom honorable mentions. So we go here. If you go to 30,000 coins, most of us have packed one of these guys or both of them. I personally got Gwyn, I think 3 times, and Manyan about 4 times. Now, obviously, if we have a look here, she's the only one popping up. Maybe Manyan's worth 32k, so ever so slightly more. You've got him at 32 and you've got her at 25. Very close to each other, both 89 rated. The likelihood is, as the days go on, either he's going to peel off massively. Is that worth it? No, I think that's just over. That's just close to being a snipe, but not quite where we want. But yeah, he'll either peel off massively because he's like actually valuable and good in game. If he's not good in game, it will end up that they're exactly the same price because they're both 89 and they're both very packable. So unless he is desirable in some sort of way, well, I got that. I think that's BS. I actually got that one there. Missed the second one, but that second one is also a banger. She's going to be getting a load of listings basically where people are just getting her and going, right, what is the quickest I can get rid? So you're going to get her at 23, you're going to get her at 22, and as you saw there, you're going to get her at 19. Now if I could actually pick some of these up, that would be pretty damn nice. It seems like we've obviously failed so far. Oh, come on. I know I was being slow, but I just wanted to be precise. Let's just have a look at the transfer target, see if we've closed off any of these. We did. We won a Hendricks. I mean, all of them, the rest of them expired, but we've won a Hendricks at 3,500 coins. How much were we selling Hendricks at? Let me just check. It was 3.5 was the one that I did low, wasn't it? So it's 3.7. So that's all right. Do you know what? We've done well there. So we'll take that. We'll get that one listed at 3.7. That filter did well, and the bidding actually worked. So for those of you who don't like bidding, can assure you, as seen by myself, it does definitely work. Now, looking at the honorable mentions, there's a pretty big jump up from where we're at there to the next one. So you've got a couple options. You can move it up to the midfield, and if you go midfielders and honorable mentions, you are going to be looking at 2 very similarly priced. You've got Haran there at 150. You've got Musiala there at 90. You've got Nico Williams at 200k. So all of these will be sitting in this filter. You do technically have Frimpong, but he's not going to show up at the prices we're going for. The thing is, there's a bit of a jump. Obviously, Musiala is pretty damn low at that 90,000 coins. You can see here, we've got one. We realistically be looking to pick him up at 80k. So, you know, you're looking low. It's unlikely. I don't know why that one went first. It's unlikely you're going to find as many snipes on some of those higher cards on this one. It's the closest way to get these guys together. Otherwise, they're not really in a filter together. They're not filterable because, you know, it's going to either be by position or leagues or etc. So we don't have the option really to get them together in any other way. So we can go at 83, and it's just a case of getting your snipes out, hoping that someone really lowly lists Horan, or I guess realistically possibly Nico Williams. In reality, what you can do, probably a little bit of a better chance, is if you go for getting Horan and Williams closed off together. It's just difficult because Musiala can be listed for a little bit more, so it would be hard to section them out. Now, the one that's actually quite a good filter, but once again a little bit higher in your budget, is we're going to go buy a Leverkusen, and we're going to go for honorable mentions. And these guys have a couple, of course. So we go here, we'll go to a maximum of 300k. And we are looking at Frimpong. Now, he was 330k, where I'm looking at Foot GG. So he was 330k not too long ago. You got Vert, basically 200k more. Now, I know that sounds like a huge chunk, but all it is like someone, when you try and list Verts up for 500k, for example, or 450, you listed them up for 250. It is that easy. It is absolutely that easy. And although I'm not saying that this is going to happen loads, it's absolutely a filter that I would give a try. For Frimpong, you need to be getting him literally only like 360, 370, and you'll be looking at like 15k profit per card. And like I say, if someone tries to list Verts, you know, right now he's actually gone up to 525, so he's increased in value, where Frimpong has gone down. But once he does start dropping a little bit, it's going to be way easier for people to make that mistake, and then you'll be able to pick both of them up on the same filter and hopefully get some crazy snipes. I mean, so far I would say Gwyn was the absolute GOAT, because you could pick her up for ridiculously low and pretty consistently as well. And the other GOAT on this video, of course, is the Pro Recall, so make sure to subscribe so you see more of me.